In the world of hip-hop, the artists who dare break away from successful groups often face the greatest scrutiny. These are their stories. In 2023, Offset, one-third of the groundbreaking group Migos, released his long-awaited sophomore solo album, Set It Off. Fueled by heartbreak, swagger, and relentless need to prove he could stand on his own, the project served as both personal purge and a professional statement. But in the eyes of hip-hop's toughest critics, that's us, the question remains, will Offset achieve the same solo success he experienced with the Migos? Or was the magic only real when the trio moved as one? This is Rap in Order. This is Rap in Order, case 264, Offset's Set It Off.
Welcome to another episode of Rap in Order. I'm first class Regg.
I'm Taurian B.
How we doing today?
Doing pretty good, man. Can't complain.
Good.
Yeah. Just, it's July.
It is July, man.
My birthday month.
Oh, man. You know what you're doing this year yet?
I'm going to be the big 3-9. I would actually, you want to know what? I would like to go and have steak with you guys.
That would be nice, actually.
I would like to have a steak dinner with you guys.
Yeah. That'd be really nice. Hillstone?
It could be Hillstone. No, not Hillstone. I want to go to like a because everybody might not want to have the Hawaiian ribeye.
Mm-hmm.
I love the Hawaiian ribeye, so I know it's about me, but I want everybody. Me, I want everybody to enjoy themselves. So, just a place that got steak.
Yeah, and we should dress up.
Yeah, we should dress up. Listen. Hey guys, this is on camera. Regg is planning my birthday dinner with the guys.
Oh, there it is. Okay, then it's happening.
It's on Regg.
All right. Well, I just know that it's not going to be Hillstone.
Yeah, because I would like even though I think the Hawaiian ribeye is amazing, some people might like different cuts.
Yeah. That's true.
So just a steakhouse, it don't got to be something like over the top, nigga. It could be fucking Ricardo's up the street. Just as long as we together and we break bread, because we're getting older and it's harder to get everybody
to sit down and get together.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That is true. Okay, we're gonna cook something up. Yeah, I guess I got to start thinking about my birthday too, man. I have no idea.
The funny thing is that usually we have a barbecue always around your birthday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true.
Because the next one is going to be the 23rd.
Yeah. Okay. So I got that. I don't even know what day my birthday falls on this year yet. I got
your birthday. So let's see. The 23rd is a Saturday. 24th Sunday. Tuesday.
Okay. So there it is. I gotta put some time in too. Make sure obviously that I'm not working because you're not supposed to work on your birthday. That's just against the law.
Okay. Let's see what's going on. All right. The timeline is flooded talking about these people. Love Island, the U.S. version.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite?
So one of my coworkers, shout out to Tiana. She's been telling me through and through for the past couple, I would say years. She's been watching and locked in on this show. She's like, I want you to go on this show. That's what she was telling me.
Regg on Love Island would fucking kill me.
She's like, yo, I want you to go. You need to be on this show. You need to be on this show. You would be a bombshell. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck are these words? I don't watch this show. Right. So through and through, she's been telling me. And then this year for this cast, she's been telling me that I need to watch it. So I came home one day. I got pretty sick actually. And then I was like, yo, I'm just staying home. I called out. Then I was in the kitchen trying to cook and I was trying to watch Game 7.
Okay, the finals.
Yeah, but my DirecTV wasn't working anymore. So I was like, you know what? I have Peacock. Look at all the things I needed to align for me to watch this show.
Wow.
It's like I had to be sick. I had to call out of work. And I had to not have access to the Pacers game.
Okay.
And I was like, all right, let me just lock in and watch this. Started watching it. I'm like, yo, this shit is crazy. But from like the real enthusiasts that you speak to, they'll tell you this season is out of whack and they don't really like it.
Okay.
But my favorite of the cast, I fuck with Ace. That's my guy.
I fuck with Ace.
But the woman I'm the most attracted to, I really like Shelly. Shelly is, yeah.
You like free spirit ass Shelly?
I like Shelly a lot. I like Shelly and I like Alondria.
That's really cool because remember when they were saying like the body counts,
Mhm.
and I think Shelly had the most,
Yeah, yeah,
and like
yeah.
all the guys was pretty much treating her like she had the
Like,
cooties and shit.
oh, yeah.
And Regg is like, nah, I like a little seasoning in that thing.
He was nice.
So I watched the show blindly as well. And I didn't understand the concept of the show, so I didn't understand why everybody hated Huda. So I just thought it was funny, like when everybody was just like, "Yo, Huda is ruining the show. She's ruining the vibes." So now that I understand the point of the show, yes, Huda is absolutely ruining the show because you're supposed to date and mingle and see like what you're like. It's basically going through it. To me, what I get on Love Island is it's supposed to simulate what you're supposed to go through in life until you find your perfect partner.
Of just dating, yeah,
but it's simulating it. It's simulating it within a matter of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So Huda is supposed to like date different people and everything like that, and then come to find out who she really wants to like be with. Not day one say I'm going to be with you, and then say
and
all you girls are supposed
off
and then tell the girls you're my sister, you're my friend, and it's just like, no, baby girl, like nah. You don't even know this girl. She's doing it wrong.
Yeah.
So I just thought that was quite cool. Like there are some people who say if you like Huda that you have a personality flaw.
That's wild.
You want to tell me that?
Who?
Ellie.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Right. Yeah.
Shout out to Ellie.
Ellie told me if I like Huda, that's a personality flaw in me.
Wow. So she's locked in for real.
Oh yeah. Ellie's locked in. Yeah. Ellie's super locked in.
I fuck with Nick. Nick is cool. Nick seemed like Nick is a bit of a hothead now. We're learning though.
Yeah, yes,
we ever put it on him.
Yeah.
You know?
That's that. I think for me, I would probably be terrible on the show like how Huda is though. But not as dramatic. What I'm saying is that like I probably wouldn't want to be doing I would kind of be like grossed out by like kissing multiple people.
Yeah, that kissing shit.
So I would just want to lock in with one person and be like, yo, I'm good with you for the rest of the show. I don't need to experience all these other people, especially if I know that all these other people are doing things with other people.
Yeah.
Let's lock in, like just be even if we lose.
Yeah.
Like I like you.
Yeah. And
but
all the kissing
I would be
for the
terrible.
challenge, like did you see the milk thing?
Yeah, I did. I can't, I wouldn't be able to do it. So like that would, and it's not even a jealousy thing, it's a hygienic thing.
Yeah. That shit was,
it would just turn me like imagine if you could see anybody you deal with make out with other people, it would disgust you.
Yeah.
Like it just would.
I think getting out, I will say though, whoever makes it out of this, like getting out of that shit, and dating each other, your relationship has been put to the test for 8 to 10 weeks at a time. Anything that goes on outside of the real world, you're going to feel like you can conquer.
I think so, but from what I've heard is that like most couples don't make it off of this show.
Really? Well, I think one of them from last season is still like Cordell. I think he's this guy Beckham. What's his nigga name?
Mm-hmm.
Beckham. The football player.
You talking about David Beckham?
No,
Odell Beckham.
Odell's brother.
Oh, okay. Okay.
He's still with his girl.
That's funny as shit.
Yeah,
Odell's better.
Mm-hmm. His little brother. I went on the show. But yeah, man, it's entertaining TV. I hate that it got me, but it got me. I'm locked in. I got to see how this shit ends. And it's like reality TV on crack. It comes around almost every day.
Sarah hates this shit. But moving along, I got to tell you about my current Roman Empire. And it's been my Roman Empire for a very long time. The Kennedy family. So I am I'm not going to say a huge fan. I have always been very fascinated with the Kennedy family and like the lore of the Kennedys in the United States, because they at one point they were basically the closest thing that we had to like royalty in the United States. Like them, like there's other famous families, Rockefellers. I don't think there's any Rockefellers left, anything. But so with that, like I've educated myself and like I've read books and stuff like that. So now with JFK Jr., he's somebody who essentially, hear me out. JFK Jr. was essentially Bruce Wayne.
Okay.
Playboy, had a rich father, came from family and wealth.
I see it.
Wanted to be perceived as normal, but had a dark side.
Okay.
Kind of had like a really a streak of like putting himself in danger, others in danger. So obviously he wasn't out fighting crime at night, but like it's the study. They're the same kind of person, right? So with JFK Jr., like it's just like damn, like it's the what if, because like there were so many things that were like leading towards what he was doing, but then the more like I read and like I learned about him, like obviously like he was a great person, right? But then like you find out that like okay, he suffered from being dyslexic, so he had like learning disabilities, so he wasn't like the best student. So so he got into Brown College because of his family. He had to take the bar test to be a lawyer 3 times to pass it. And a lot of people say that they like his family. He passed because of his family.
Yeah.
He started this magazine called George. And so he started George magazine, and George
that was his magazine.
Yeah,
I remember that magazine.
It was a political magazine that basically crossed politics and pop culture.
Yeah.
So that was his magazine. He started that, but apparently, people were saying like when he wanted to start it, he had an idea, but because he suffered from dyslexia, he couldn't explain what his vision was, even though he had a great vision. So it wasn't that like he was just like, I want to start a magazine. Like he had a great idea, but it was just certain things he just couldn't do because like he just didn't, he wasn't equipped with the ability to do it because like, he's JFK Jr. Anything he wants, he snaps his finger and he gets. Somebody finishes the sentence for him. And his mom, who was a publisher, and his father, who wanted to become a publisher, but kind of like got like thrusted into politics because that's what the family told him he had to do. So it's just like learning more about JFK Jr. is just really cool. Like seeing how like pretty much like, all right, he was voted the sexiest man alive. He was known for always being in Manhattan with his shirt off, playing in Central Park, playing Frisbee, playing football. But then come to find out like he was a terrible athlete and mad clumsy.
That was just shit that he would do in his leisure.
Yeah, it was shit that he would do in his leisure, and it was kind of like a vanity thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like learning like these things, like learning like lore versus facts. And like just seeing all of these, like how these things can like be debunked or like can be explained. And it's just like, for me, like it's cool because as a kid, I remember when he died. I remember when he was like talked about because, he lived in New York City and like, JFK Jr. was like a thing. And then like there was like an episode of Seinfeld and another show where like JFK Jr. was like he was like being spotted, but like they didn't put him on the show or whatever. Imagine like how like people react to seeing Andre 3000 walking around playing his flute. That's how I was seeing JFK Jr. Like he would ride his bike, and
I remember that episode of Seinfeld. I think with Elaine,
right?
Went to the same gym.
So peep this: JFK Jr. would ride his bike around New York City, right? But he refused to buy a chain and lock. So he would go somewhere, put his bike. Somebody would steal his bike. So then he would have to call the system like, yo, somebody took my bike, I didn't know. Not looking, and so like they're like, yo, he like thousands of dollars is being spent on bikes because he just needs a new one, and they got to make it happen. So like, let's say like he fucked around and got his bike stolen at like midnight. He's like, yo, I gotta be up at 7. I need a bike. And they're like, John, the bike shop doesn't open till 10 a.m. Can we get you a car? He's like, no, I want a bike.
I want a bike. That's wild.
Yeah. So like because he grew up privileged, he grew up as a president's son, and then his mom remarried a fucking a boating billionaire, Onassis, that was from Greece. So then it's like,
what took you down this wormhole hole? Like how did this one start?
The Kennedys just fascinate me. That family just fascinates me, bro. Like it's so interesting to be a political family, and like pretty much like you grow up and like that you're going to do something in politics. No matter what.
Like it's already there.
Yeah, like yo, your dad was JFK. Like you're going to do this, and you're like, well, I actually know, like I actually want to like working at you can't do that. Like it's funny. Somebody was like, "Yo, you should run for the mayor in New York." He's like, "Nobody in my family's ever been a mayor."
A mayor? Like, yeah, that's like second fiddle for him.
Right. So I think he was going to run for governor before he passed away, though. But they just said like it was just a lot of stuff going on. Like his magazine was going down the toilet because like he stopped focusing in. Like once like it got off the ground, it was popular, and then like stuff was happening in his marriage, and like he just became distracted. And that's another thing. So his wife was pretty much like, so remember, obviously, Kadada Jones was Tommy Hilfiger. So she worked at Calvin Klein, and she was pretty much Calvin Klein's muse. So Kadada and Aaliyah were Tommy Hilfiger's muses. And his wife, Carolyn, I forgot her last name. But long story short, JFK Jr.'s wife was pretty much the it girl as far as like, the style that she was. So like she was like a slim, skinny, angular girl. Reminded me of kind of like Alicia Kudrow from Friends.
Okay.
But like, you know, she wore like a lot of like mute colors, kind of like deadpan, wore red lipstick, straight blonde hair.
Right.
Like, you know, it seemed like some plain Jane shit, but in the 90s they were going crazy saying like this woman is gorgeous, this woman is beautiful.
Yeah.
And JFK got with her, and it kind of seemed like they had like a toxic relationship. Sorry that I took you guys down this. You might not care about it, but it was just fascinating to me. You know, he died tragically on the plane. He shouldn't have got on the plane. Sometimes I'm a what if guy. So it just was cool. As like, well, you guys can't see it, but Rez can see it. Like I have like my new line of books that I'm going to be rotating. I like to read multiple books at one time.
Yeah, I think I went on like a similar binge, like but with Michael Jordan's dad. Yeah, that because I'm like, yo, I just don't know enough about this guy. Like, what's he about? And then he has the same birthday as you.
Mike's pops?
Yeah, or it's the same birthday, or he died the same.
He died on my birthday.
Yeah, that's
he
what
died on my birthday.
Yeah, but I went on a binge like that with him, so I definitely know what you mean by like those certain ones. I didn't dive as deep, and also he's just not as
right.
Yeah, not
I get
as
it.
known. There's just
But
not enough
bro.
about
Like JFK Jr. It's just really fascinating, and he died at the age of 38, and I'm 38 now. He died with no children. It's just a lot of things. Where I'm like, damn, like this dude, like he was named the sexiest man alive. And he ain't do shit. Like he was a fucking DA. He was an ADA.
But he had a lot of alluring qualities though, like the bike riding, the outside activities,
I get all that.
sports.
Yo, bro, do you understand that all the sexy men alive were like actors or like people that were like what I'm saying is
he
like
got that shit off clout.
Yo, he got that shit off of clout. Like that, like that's like when Sir gets older, Sir gets and Sir's not doing anything but like going to law school, gets named sexiest man alive. Sir's not a rapper like his dad. Sir's not working in the music industry. No, he just runs around New York City with his fucking shirt off.
Yeah, and
that's crazy.
Yeah. That's wild. That's also just the state of the world at the time.
Yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like he was like Prince Harry and Prince Charles is their dad. I forgot it's Harry and I forgot the other brother's name. But yeah, like that. Like I just found it fascinating. But we can get into our episode. Sorry, I hope you guys enjoyed my little.
I hope it encourages y'all to open some fucking books and just
read about JFK Jr.
Not even necessarily JFK. Just go down a wormhole with some shit.
Yeah, man.
That's funny though. I think
wormhole.
I'm gonna go down a wormhole.
Yeah, bro.
Of JFK stuff.
Yeah, please do, man. Please join me in this.
Yeah, that's already fascinating. But we're gonna make a hard left here and go into our album of the day. This gentleman has had an interesting career so far, right? I think a lot of people, from where I saw his career leading, it wasn't this way. He's coming from a very famous group, in the Migos, and they're all pretty successful in their own right. Rest in peace to Takeoff. I think I saw his career going a different way also. A lot of people even said that Takeoff was the more impactful and the best of the group. That's to be debated by some. But we're talking about Offset. Offset and his second album, Set It Off. Set It Off was released in 2023, October 13th to be specific. It was released via Motown. The album has guest appearances from, it was a star-studded event. You got Travis Scott, Don Toliver, Future, Cardi B, Lotto, Young Nudy, and there's even more than that. And then you have production that was star-studded as well. You have Metro Boomin, you have Wheezy, you have Boy Wonder, Tay Keith, plus more. This album was originally slated to come out in November of 2022, but it was postponed due to the passing of Takeoff, who was shot and killed that same year. It was intended to serve as Offset's official arrival, taking his solo career to the next level. Was led by the single Jealousy with Cardi B, which was he was trying to make timing work for himself, because at the time him and Cardi was like butting heads online, as they often do. So like they kind of just played into that and was like, you know what, let's put a song out on this.
Right.
And then they did. The album debuted at number 5 in the first week, selling 70K. I remember when this album came out, you were a big advocate for this album and for the direction that he was going. You had the Michael Jackson fits. He was trying to combine two parts of himself with the dancing and the rapping, because people have known for a while that Offset is into the dancing.
Right, he's in the dancing, right? Shout out to him being in that Whitney Houston video. It's not right, but it's okay. He was in that video dancing with the hat. I thoroughly enjoyed this album, and I thoroughly enjoyed like his performances at award shows and stuff. Incorporating the dancing was something that I thought was really cool, and it definitely like delivered from the album art to what he did on the project. I personally just think that it was just too many songs, and I think that's a product of streaming. Well, I think that it was just something that like just missed the mark. I also think that the one thing that he missed the mark on, if he was going to pay a tribute to Michael Jackson and do all that, and maybe he ran out of money in the budget, he should have made a big budget video like Michael Jackson.
Yeah, did something like maybe
like Smooth Criminal, something like that. Yeah, like he should have,
or like something that pays homage to Walker.
He could have did something like that, and I think that was just like a missed opportunity, for him with what was going on, and it's funny because like the label that he went to, Motown. Like it just like. To me, it's kind of just like a no-brainer, right? Like, like why not do that? But, to each his own, maybe sometimes some people like, they just gotta like figure things out, because I definitely think that this next project that he's going to do is going to be more rock because of what the sample that he used on that song, like for Bodies. But, yeah, like I was very, very satisfied with this project. I actually lived with this project for a minute. And it helped also because Sarah's a big Offset fan.
Yeah.
So like I was able to like play it like as much as I want, because Sarah liked it, because I have a very heavy habit. If I enjoy an album, I'll listen to that album nonstop.
Yeah. Same. I'll sit with the album for a while. Yeah. I think this album, I was trying to think, even on the revisit, I was like, damn, like why wasn't this album received the way that I felt it should have been? He put out, and the intention was there. He put out singles. He put out a bunch of singles that stuck. He put out like 4 different singles for this album.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think that like he was present, but it felt like the music was good, but the music didn't match what he was promoting. Like there was nothing that felt like big over the top.
Yeah.
Versus like his outfits, like the shit he was wearing did the album, like, but the album cover looks like a big production, but the music didn't sound like a big production. It didn't like. And
you
when
don't think so?
I didn't know, the music didn't sound big. It didn't sound like the album didn't. The album should have sounded like a $10 million album, and it didn't.
I think it had.
Like Southside did the best he could as after producing the album. Like I understand all that shit.
Yeah, because he got some big producers on his album.
He got big producers on the album, but I'm trying to, okay. I imagine, and maybe because he channeled Michael Jackson so much, but I'm like, if you channeling Michael Jackson, nigga, I'm not saying he had to make songs like Michael Jackson, but make an album feel big like a Michael Jackson. And I don't think that he captured that.
Maybe, I guess maybe that's the missing sauce, but yeah, man, I think for the time.
You saying you like Mike, bro, you gotta be like Mike.
Yeah, I think for the time, this album, maybe it's a thing of like we were still mourning Takeoff, and just to see him fly solo after that, maybe
it was difficult
for some people.
It was.
Yeah. But Offset,
hey, look at that shit, the explosions and shit like that. I'm trying to find the best. Okay, all right, and this is going to sound really funny because it's a really old song, right? But like he didn't have a song like a LL Cool J's like I'm Bad, like where it felt like cinematic. Like there was nothing that felt cinematic. Like he needed something that would have cut through, because like this album, we're looking at the album cover right now. This album cover. The outfits
like a blockbuster.
Yeah, it feels like a blockbuster. The clothes that he was wearing, him being married to Cardi B, the biggest female rapper in the game, right? No disrespect to Nicki Minaj. You always got to give that disclaimer so Nicki fans will get mad, right? But it just didn't. It just didn't feel that way. Like he went. It seemed like he spent all his budget on fucking wardrobe.
Yeah.
And the promotion,
on the aesthetics,
right.
So
like nothing stuck. Nothing on this album stuck the way that Ric Flair drip stuck. Ric Flair drip is 6 times platinum.
Yeah, Ric Flair, but that shit is so magnetic. It's so good.
That's what I'm. But that's the point that I'm making. Like that make perfect sense.
So Worth It with Don Toliver.
Oh my god, my favorite song.
With the Put Your Hands Where My Eyes Can See sample.
Yeah,
that should have been bigger than what it was.
Way bigger.
It was a big song though.
It just didn't.
It did pretty well.
That song, that video should have been him and Cardi. That should have been a video that he used for Cardi versus the other song. Mm-hmm. He was trying to make a song make go viral off of like their business, and what he should have did was it showed their love, and the song worked it.
Yeah,
it would have went way better because it like they argue so much on social media. Why the fuck do we care about seeing a fake video when we know that y'all gonna be online posting screenshots, arguing back and forth?
Right,
motherfucker, no. Make us think that y'all actually in love and not just in love with fucking each other and being toxic. Yeah. How about you give us a video where y'all look like y'all in love?
Mm-hmm. I think that would work.
He could have worked it. Yo, I'm sorry. I'm really passionate about this shit. Mm-hmm. The Worth It video could have been based off of the fucking Keep It in the Closet video. It could have been so many different ways that he went, bro.
He got 2 songs with Cardi on here though.
Yeah, he got 2 songs.
Yeah, he got 2 songs on here, and Freaky was good. That's like that's a good strip club anthem.
I don't frequent strip clubs, but I went to one. Like I went to one in Atlanta this past Mother's Day, and that song played, and it went off.
Yeah, that song played?
In Atlanta, I was at Blue Flame. Yeah. I was at the Blue Flame in Atlanta, so I wasn't at like some random strip. I was at the strip club. It played.
Oh,
it played.
That's a big song.
Yeah.
Back to Don Toliver, I feel like a lot of people jump shit from Ty Dolla $ign,
mm-hmm.
and everybody was calling Ty Dolla $ign Parsley. Like you add him to something, right, and it'll work. I feel like Don Toliver has kind of swooped into that.
Okay.
Where he's kind of taking that lane of being that guy you can add to something and it's gonna go off. And it's gonna sound great.
Agreed.
And I think he's used very well for this song. I didn't need Travis Scott for Say My Grace. I think that song, I'd be shitting on Travis Scott and he shits.
Of course you do.
But also I just think that he doesn't really add to the song that much. Say My Grace is already a really good song. I just didn't think it needed him.
Of course,
and I know I'm going backwards here, but On the River is a really, really good intro.
It is. It was definitely a great intro. It definitely opened up the project really good.
Yeah.
I liked I'm On.
Mm-hmm.
Hop Out the Van gave me like reminiscence of Migos.
Hop Out the Van is good. I just didn't like the chorus.
Hop Out the Van?
Okay.
Yeah. I have another thing to say.
Mm-hmm.
I like Offset with Lotto as making music than him and his wife. Why is that?
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Fine as can be. Yeah. That one was a good one. I don't know. I won't say that yet because I really like Clout. Clout was crazy. Mm-hmm. That was from the Father of Four album.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it.
Clout was really good and his flow on there was great. His comfortability obviously with Cardi is gonna shine
right.
through.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
But Lotto, it's just that Lotto is a better rapper than Cardi.
Yeah, exactly.
That's all. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactamundo, Reg.
Yeah. I don't know if Cardi is really writing all her shit these days.
I mean, I don't think she's not. We know Partisan Fontaine, like Party.
Oh yeah, Party was getting it. He was busy with the pen, and then it's a safe assumption that Offset was probably helping.
Yeah, of course. I mean, I don't think like Cardi is even like arguing that. Like Cardi's like, yo, man, I'm fucking rich. Like I just made bops.
Yeah,
that's all good too.
But I do want to shine light on his other features on this album, him having Young Nudie on here, Young Nudie on Dope Boy,
mm-hmm.
shines through. I think him having Chloe, is a really nice moment too. Chloe Bailey.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chloe, something there's some similarity there too, because she comes from that group aspect with her and her sister.
With her and her sister. Okay.
And then he comes from the Migos where, you know, there's a family dynamic, but them both being extremely talented, but not being able to push through fully solo wise.
Right. It don't make sense. Like, and they get like a lot of something, especially Chloe. Like,
yeah.
Wait, no. Which one was the Little Mermaid? Chloe or Halle?
That was Halle.
That was Halle?
Yeah.
Okay, so Chloe is the one that like is the bigger one. The bigger sister.
Like thicker?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Hallie's the little one that just had the baby.
That had the baby with DDG.
With DDG.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I can see what you're saying about that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like she it doesn't make sense.
She's
like
extremely talented.
Like on paper it all makes sense, and like why not? Okay.
Yeah, and I think that goes along with this project. Like Offset is great. Remember when Migos first came out and everybody was calling Quavo the Beyonce of the group?
Because he had the hooks.
He had the hooks,
yeah.
And at the time it seemed like he can make a hit out of anything. Because remember he had what was the shit? The Ranch. With a dab of ranch, like they made that song out of nowhere, and it went crazy, and everybody loved it, and it was like, yo, Quavo was that's the meal ticket right there. But we came to know Migos more as a conglomerate and like saw what they all individually offer. Takeoff was so good with his flow and staying in a familiar pocket, and Offset was just like that too, but he had his own style and cadence, and Quavo, like you said, melodies and flow.
So you would go on the record to say that like Offset is the better solo artist out of him and Quavo?
For sure, yeah. He is, but I just don't know what's not sticking. And that's what I kept going to when I was listening to this.
Well, for me with Quavo don't rap.
Yeah, no, yeah. Quavo don't rap, but I was talking about Offset. Like, I just, when I was going through this project, I'm like, damn, what's not sticking? He had everybody on this shit, and he had really great production.
I think he has group member mentality, and I think that he really needs to really like put it in his brain that he's a solo artist. I think that he moves like he's still in the group.
So would you say or liken that to like Kelly Rowland?
I actually think Kelly was actually able to break that.
I think Kelly on her own, she had some hits. Like she had Motivation with Wayne.
She had All I Do with Nelly. She had Like This with Eve.
Yeah.
Right? Like I think Kelly was able to step out on her own and not like feel like I think she was able to do that. But it feels like Offset, like I can't explain it, but it seemed like that's why he's always so feature heavy.
Yeah, but then also and this is not to shit on Kelly Rowland. I love Kelly Rowland.
Sound like shit on Kelly Rowland.
But I do think that she hasn't been able to carve out that individuality like how Solange has been able to do that from under Beyonce, or Janet has been able to do that outside.
Yeah, Solange was determined. Actually, after I finish these next 3 books that I'm reading, shameless plug, I want to read Tina Knowles' book.
Yeah, you bought that, didn't you?
I didn't buy it. I put it back down because Sarah had the audiobook and been talking to me about it, but I want to read it for myself.
Oh, okay. So, but the reason why I bring up Kelly Rowland,
I wound up getting those 2 books and the Mike Tyson book and putting Tina down.
Okay. Oh, you got another Mike Tyson book?
Well, I got the new one, the Baddest Man. This one is called The Making of the Baddest Man.
He wrote this one?
No.
Oh, okay.
The other Mike Tyson book he wrote.
Yeah, The Undisputed Truth.
Yeah, this
one is amazing.
Yeah, this is from somebody else. Because I think this one continues, because, the Undisputed Truth stops.
Undisputed Truth is one of the best books, autobiographies I've ever read. I agree. And people laugh when I say it.
And then they read it.
Like, it's on, it's like, people hold in autobiographies, you got Malcolm X up there. I literally put Mike Tyson's book in that same list.
I agree.
It's so fucking good. But anyway, I digress. So what I was saying with Kelly Rowland is that, like, even though she's kind of like a legacy act, did you see the Brandy and Monica tour?
Yeah.
That they're going on tour?
Mm-hmm.
You know who their opening act is? Kelly Rowland. That's not crazy.
And Kelly just doing it for the love. Kelly ain't gotta do shit. Kelly Memphis Bleak.
Yeah, I guess so.
But to go back about what you were saying about Solange, I know we all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
But I do remember that like Solange was very adamant about not being in her sister's shadow, and I think she did a great job at not being in Beyonce's shadow. Like Solange definitely was like, "Oh, this Coco Butter Lane is my shit," and she definitely filled it. Like
and she did that.
Yeah,
she did that.
Yeah.
But I think Offset is not that he's suffering from people still seeing him fully as Migos, because we literally can't get Migos back. One of them passed away.
Right.
But we at least want to see some type of allegiance with him and Quavo.
Yeah,
And we only ever see them when they're when it's the anniversary of Takeoff's death.
I think if they recorded a project together, I mean, just if they recorded one song together, that would probably be their best song since Migos.
We want to see. We just know that they don't fuck with each other, but we don't fully know why.
Right. Yeah. Like it's like I think now like they'll call you, they'll speak, and like they'll like chop it up. But I think that like whatever it was, like you know that that's friendship, family shit. But let me see. So obviously, I had a question I was going to ask, but I guess you answered it. So do you think that this project is like his defining moment, or like he hasn't found that yet?
I think this next project is his defining moment.
The next project.
I think this project was the step in the right direction. I think Father of Four didn't land it. I think the only person that landed they solo out the gate was Takeoff. Takeoff solo out the gate was really good. And I think Quavo's solo out the gate was not it. It made a lot of people realize that he works really well in this group setting.
They thought he was Sway Lee.
Yeah. He works really well in this group setting, and that was going to be it for him. Offset got a shot with Father of Four. Father of Four didn't land properly. I think we love Offset, right? Like, so I think everybody's like, all right, that wasn't it, nigga. What else? What else you got? People, as long as people saying what else and they're not off him, he's always going to have a chance, So it didn't land properly with that first one. Second one, set it off. It showed the potential. Like, everything aside, like, this is the making of a really good project. Like, it has everything.
Right.
It just, for some reason, didn't catch the way that it was.
Yeah. And then, like, I'm like reading, I like copy some quotes. Like, think about it. Like, you have your album done, then your man dies. So then you gotta like pivot and be like, yo, do I make something like referencing him? Do I like honor him?
Yeah.
Or do I keep this project the same?
Otherwise, it's insensitive.
And so, okay, so you know what? And then I just thought about that. That's probably a reason. Like, he probably had to slow down a lot of shit out of respect and like not do certain things before the project came out. So it's probably a lot of stuff that he had in mind to do, and then it just got like put to the wayside because his man's dead.
That's what I agree. I think that's why this next project is going to be that one, because enough time has passed to where we've seen how much he loves and cares about Takeoff. Because public be wanting to feel shit like that,
right?
And then we've seen that now. That shit with JID is about to take off. That's a fucking hit. That shit is fire.
Agree.
And, it's just back to the bare bones of the music. Like, you don't have nothing else to prove about how talented you are and show how, you don't have to prove how talented you are. You just got to show us you more on your own out there figuring it out.
I agree.
But I really overall enjoy this project. I mean, some of my standouts, like, top heavy for real. Like this album 1 through 4 really got me. That song with Future is incredible. There's a song on here that I think even starts with I said, funny enough, this sounds like a Future song. Fan is right after the song with Future. It sounds like a Future song. The cadence of it, the flow of it. He sounds kind of sad, depressing, kind of like how Future would be in that pocket. I really like that one. He was able
to step into that.
Don't You Lie is fire. I'm On is really good. Big Dog. Like, it really picks up. Some of the bad moments on here just aren't for long. I actually don't even need the song Jealousy with him and Cardi.
At all.
Yeah, I don't need that one. They could have just had one. They could have had one collab on here, and Freaky was it.
They should have, they should have made Freaky or their version of We Got Something in Common. They had so many opportunities. How the fuck do you not recreate the We Got Something in Common video?
We Got Something in Common would have been crazy,
right?
Because Cardi like fucking fake singing anyway,
right? Yeah. Let's see. So Obviously this was a dynamic project for Offset. I really liked the fact that, like, you know, he had club records and he had introspection. So it was kind of like duality, because I kind of think like that's very much who he is, right? Fan is probably like to me the best song on the album, and I thought that that was like a song that probably should have got more attention, but I just think the label wasn't willing to put no more money into the record. And the features feel like it felt like he handpicked his features. It don't feel like, you know, he was like, yo, this person's hot. I mean, like, it felt like it was people that he actually had relationships with, or like he could like reach out to.
And it just so happened that these people were the talk of the moment.
Right. Some of my beefs are the album's too long.
It is.
That's number one.
Yeah.
Some of the songs kind of sound like, damn, he needs he needs Takeoff and Quavo. So that wasn't good, right? And then, you know, the lyricism on the album, obviously I'm not looking for lyrical miracle, but like it's kind of like not very like complex. It's very simple.
I think a lot of what Offset does, even though he's talented, is he scales it back and he relies on his flow.
Yeah, he does.
His flow is the magic, and he just dishes that out.
He just rides on that. Yeah. So, you know, those things were like what I took away from it. But overall, I did enjoy the album, and I still revisit certain songs from the project. And I really like that time period. And like he said it himself, this is a time capsule for where I'm at in my life right now. So that's really cool. I just wish, like I said, sometimes like I wish I had a bunch of money, and when artists that I really fuck with are working on projects, I wish I can just come in like on some like angel investing and just be like, here,
and just
do whatever you need to do to make sure that you give me the album that I want to fucking hear.
Within fucking no more than 13 or 14 songs.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Nobody ever captures that. Like Jay-Z found that magic long ago. He would do like 14 songs, except outside of Blueprint too. But
I think that was because of before the streaming era shit, because you wouldn't get paid for a certain amount. Remember before, the problem was you wouldn't get after a certain amount of tracks, you don't make money.
Yeah.
Or whatever like that. And like now with streaming, like you're incentivized to put more songs.
Yeah, it was just funny. It's funny you say that, because I think Cushion Orange Juice 2 got like 23 songs or some shit. I played that album front to back maybe one time, but he popped up in my most played because of that. And I'm like, what the fuck? Most played?
Wow.
I played that album top to bottom one time and he made it to most played.
Wow. That's interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know how the streaming dynamics play, or the streaming farm is manipulating these numbers, but that has a lot to do with us getting these long ass fucking albums.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Very, like, I'm like,
because when you make it probably registers that when you make it to the tail end of some of these albums, it's like, oh yeah, he really fucks with this person. You're almost an hour in to listen to this album. It's like, yeah, no, this album is just over an hour fucking long. Okay. So yeah, the integrity is being ruined sometimes, unfortunately. But you ready to get to ratings?
Oh yeah, I'll give you my rating right now. Three out of 5 waffles for this project. I think that it's a very good building block to build on. I think that you know, this was him being fully away from QC, his group members, and like him just really trying something on his own and figuring himself out. So I give him some grace on that. It's not a terrible project, but it's not a stellar project what it can be. I think that this next project will be what that is.
I think Offset's creativity level keep getting challenged, and he's not the one challenging it. Which is a good and a bad thing, because how he comes out on the other side of it kind of proves his staying power. I think it's cool that we get to see him come out of it in different ways. Like right now, he's in this public thing with Cardi and
breakup.
Yeah, this public breakup. And a lot of people sometimes will probably fold and just take care of what they got to do behind the scenes. But he came out on the other side of it with a fucking hit right now. And he's showing that he could prove himself. And then the other side of that, you know, you see he had to prove, before that, he had to prove himself as a solo artist, after somebody really close to him just passed away. He had to rework his shit and come out with it in a different way. And then you had the group thing, the disbandment of his group, proving that he can stand out on his own. So he keeps being challenged
A lot.
right? So the way that he comes out of it is interesting. It's cool to see. I just want to see what he does next. I would agree with your rating of a 3. I think this album had a lot of potential. That's just not highlighted in the right way, you know. And who's to blame for that? I don't know. I think he really shows the bare bones of like where he's going. And I think this next album is going to be the one that really highlights everything he has to offer.
I agree. And I mean, he has something to prove now. He's going through a divorce. You know, he losing his wife. He's not living in the same house as his children.
Yeah.
You know, so that's another broken home he's created. So I'm pretty sure that's hard on him. I hope that's hard on him.
Yeah.
But
third time's the charm. This is going to be his third album.
Yeah.
And I think
the fact that he made it to a third album is cool.
It's gonna be something that he's out to prove. So I'm excited to see what he does next. We'll see. And yeah, I'm comfortable giving this a 3 as well. But if you've checked this album out, what did you think? What do you think of Offset's career so far? Are you putting a lot of stock into his next release? Like, did you even check out Set It Off? Let us know. I'm First Class Regg.
And I'm Taurian B.
And we're out of here.
We'll catch you guys next time.